Hey, future AI wizards. Today we're diving into something absolutely mind-blowing, teaching a computer to understand Shakespeare not just as words, but with real emotions and context. Imagine the difference between a robot reading lines versus a talented actor who truly gets their character's feelings. That's exactly what we're building today. We're taking a basic Shakespeare AI and transforming it into something that can think like Hamlet when he's troubled or speak like Romeo when he's madly in love. It's like giving our AI a heart and a brain at the same time. So, what exactly is context? Think of it as the invisible story behind every word. Here's a perfect example. If I say, I went to the bank, you're probably confused. Which bank? But if I say, I needed cash, so I went to the bank, suddenly everything clicks. It's obviously a financial bank. Shakespeare works the same way. To be or not to be sounds philosophical, but when you know Hamlet is wrestling with life, death, and avenging his father's murder, boom. Now those words carry real weight and meaning. Context is what turns confusing words into powerful conversations. Our AI needs to juggle 4 different types of context, just like you do in conversations. First, there's immediate context, what was just said. Then document context, remembering the whole conversation topic. Knowledge context brings in world facts, like knowing who Hamlet actually is. And situational context understands whether this is homework help or serious research. It's exactly how you naturally chat with friends. You remember what was just said, stay on topic, use your general knowledge, and match the mood. Our AI is learning to do all of this automatically. Here's where context becomes pure magic. Watch this transformation. Without context, when someone asks, what should I do? Our AI gives generic advice like, follow your dreams. Pretty useless, right? But with context, knowing we're discussing Hamlet's famous dilemma, suddenly our AI responds like a Shakespeare scholar. You speak as Hamlet. The eternal choice between suffering injustice or fighting back. Context transforms robotic responses into intelligent, relevant conversations. It's the difference between talking to a search engine and talking to a wise friend. Time to build the brain. We're creating something called a context encoder. Think of it as the part that understands different situations. Looking at our code, we start by importing PyTorch, our neural network toolkit. Then we create our context encoder class. This is like building a specialized brain department. We set up character embeddings for 50 different Shakespeare characters and play embeddings for 20 different plays. Each character gets a unique 64-number fingerprint that captures their personality, mood, and role. It's like giving every character their own special ID card that the AI can instantly recognize and understand. Now we're adding the really cool stuff, moods, themes, and scenes. Our code creates embeddings for 30 different moods like happy, contemplative, or vengeful. We add 40 themes like love, death, and revenge, plus 25 different scenes from various acts. The magic happens in the context combiner. It takes all 5 types of context and blends them into one smart understanding. Think of it like mixing 5 different paint colors to create the perfect shade. When we combine character plus play plus mood plus theme plus scene, we get incredibly rich, nuanced understanding of any Shakespeare situation. Here's where we teach our AI the cast of characters. Since computers only understand numbers, we're creating dictionaries that translate Shakespeare's world. Our character vocabulary assigns unique numbers. Hamlet becomes 0, Ophelia becomes 1, Romeo becomes 4, and so on. It's like creating an employee database for Shakespeare's characters. We do the same for plays. Hamlet, the play, gets number 0. Romeo and Juliet gets number 1. This way, our AI can instantly know which story world we're operating in. Think of it as building a comprehensive phone book, but instead of names and numbers, we're matching character names to their AI identification codes. Now we're getting into the emotional intelligence part. Our mood vocabulary captures the full range of Shakespeare's emotional spectrum. Melancholy gets number 0, perfect for Hamlet's deep sadness. Passionate gets number 1, ideal for Romeo's intense love. We include angry, contemplative, mad, vengeful, and guilty emotions. For themes, We map the big ideas: love, death, revenge, power, and madness. These are the universal human experiences that make Shakespeare timeless. Look at our examples. Hamlet combines melancholy with death themes, Romeo mixes passionate with love themes, and Macbeth blends guilt with power themes. Each character becomes a unique emotional fingerprint our AI can recognize instantly. This is where the real magic happens. We're showing our AI how context completely changes responses. We create training examples with the same input, but different contexts. The question, "What troubles thee?" gets completely different answers based on who's asking. For Hamlet's context, contemplative mood, death theme, we get his famous existential crisis response. For Romeo's context, passionate mood, love theme, we get his beautiful balcony scene poetry. It's like asking what's wrong to a heartbroken friend versus a lovesick friend. Completely different situations demand completely different responses. Our AI is learning this natural human behavior. Time to build the complete brain. We're combining our original Shakespeare model with our new context understanding system. Our context-aware Shakespeare GPT class keeps the base model that already knows Shakespeare's language, then adds our context encoder that understands situations. The context projector acts like a translator, converting context information into a format the text model can use. Think of it like upgrading a smart car. We keep the engine that makes it run, but add GPS, weather sensors, and traffic awareness. The result is a system that knows both Shakespeare's words and understands the dramatic situations behind them. Training time. We're teaching our AI to use context for better responses using a process that's surprisingly similar to how humans learn. Our training function uses AtomW, that's a smart learning algorithm, and cross-entropy loss to measure mistakes. For each training example, we feed both the input text and the context information to our model. The beautiful part is watching the AI learn that the same question needs different answers based on who's asking and their situation. It's like watching a student actor learn to switch between different characters, same script, but completely different performances based on context. Here's our final masterpiece, a complete, production-ready system that brings context-aware Shakespeare AI to life. We're using Word2Vec embeddings to understand word relationships, combined with our context vocabularies for characters and moods. The generate_with_context function is our crown jewel. It takes any prompt and context, then produces responses that match the character and situation perfectly. The word embeddings capture semantic meaning while our context system adds emotional and situational intelligence. It's like having a master actor who can instantly switch between any Shakespeare character while maintaining authentic voice and personality. This isn't just a demo. This is real, working AI that understands both language and drama.